Next up, Seven of Pentacles. Mind your harvest. Um, it's not time to harvest the fruits of your labor yet. Um, this feels like a particular situation, maybe not even like your general fruits of your labor, but just like one of the things, like if you have like 5 streams of income or something, like this is just one of them that's just not necessarily ready yet. But understand that you still need to tend to it. You still need to nurture it. Don't treat it like it's all or nothing. In this process of as it's becoming and growing and scaling, that you're treating it as its final product right now. So this is something that you feel like is a $1 billion opportunity, it's going to change your life and do all those things. Treat it like that now, even if it's not doing that now. Even if your entire world is still regular, but you're sitting on this diamond, you're sitting on this gold, definitely still operate as if it's gold. Don't wait until they treat it like gold. Don't wait until it does all the things it's going to do to treat it like that. Understand that it's that now, whether they're aware of it now or not. It's not going to be any different when they become aware of it. So treat it that way now and allow your energy to lead the way in how they should treat it. So you carry it like it's a diamond. You carry it like it's that gold, and understand that it is that. So when they feel that and they pick up on that energy, it will be easy to fall into the flow with that. Like they'll receive it that way as well, because it is that, even though they don't know it yet. But if you're like, oh, one day this is gonna be great, or like, oh, they sleep on me, but like, I'm telling you, if you approach it like that, that's what they're gonna take from it. Is that, oh, people are asleep on you, like, oh, you should be slept on. People are followers at the end of the day. Like, at the end of the day, they're gonna go with what everybody's doing, for the most part. And that's typical. That's a human survival thing, like back when things were crazy, like you didn't want to be the person going against the crowd, just doing your own thing all by yourself. Like that could have got you killed by something, by a predator or whatever. So it's like groupthink evolved out of, survival. So understand that some people are still operating on that, especially if they're not conscious and aware. So understand that first impressions are very important. So make sure you're presenting yourself and presenting the things you make and the things that you created from that energy of how you want them to receive it. If you feel like it's the best thing ever, you have to give it to them like it's the best thing ever. If you want them to think that, this is innovative, this is the next thing, this is the future, you have to approach them like that. You cannot be hesitant, you can't be soft-spoken, you can't be any of that stuff, because that's the impression they're going to take away from it. Especially if they don't know, like this is their first time seeing it, they're gonna go with whatever it feels like. And understand that once you don't feel like you have to change everybody's mind at once. Once you get a few people to see the light, once you meet, with the right people, you become aligned with the people who are supposed to be receiving what you have. That's all it takes. A couple people, 3 people, 4 people, some social proof, and everybody's willing to jump on, and they'll be riding the wave too. That's just how people go. Like you can try to sell your stuff all day, but watch that one moment that somebody else says, oh, this is a really great thing. People will listen to that way more than you. Like, oh, here's this thing I made. Like, it's so great, isn't it? And that's just the nature of the beast. And I understand that as well. I'm an artist. I create things, and I've had my hand in all type of creative things, as far as just photography, videography, music, from pre-production to production to post-production, the whole 9, as far as engineering and mixing and tracking and just everything. And I've seen in my own experience that that's just the nature of the beast, that's just how people operate, as far as just the group think and all that. So understand that it's not on you to convince everybody. It's on you to do your part, and in time everybody else will catch up. But as you are presenting it, as you are letting people in and you're introducing your light to theirs, make sure you're embodying exactly what it is and what it's going to be in the future, and don't wait until that future comes and everybody treats it like that for you to treat it like that. Understand that you understanding your worth and the worth of the things you create is what's going to lead to everybody else doing it, because they'll follow your lead. You're a leader, so you naturally lead. You tell them, this is the greatest thing ever, and this is what it does and whatever, and this is how it should be treated. They're going to treat it like that, because that's the energy you become when you step forward with. And people, they want to lead. They want to find ways to just, go with it. So, don't be shy. Own yourself. Own the stuff you made, and understand that it is that great. So let the world see it and let them know, like, I'm here to stay, and this is what I did. So King of Pentacles, this is your opportunity. You know exactly what's going on. You know exactly what you bring to the world. You know exactly your value, and it's your job, and you have to stand on that. Self-sacrificing and being a martyr doesn't serve the public at all. In the short term, maybe people get to feel comfortable. Nobody has to have tough conversations, and you get to coexist with people you may not be able to coexist with if you take up too much space. So understand that. Oh wow, damn, my phone's dying. But understand that's not anybody's best interest long term. If you want what's best for yourself, you want what's best for the world, that you have to own who you are. You have to take up as much space as possible and never shrink. Don't spend any time shrinking, because every box you try to fit yourself in is a jail, is a prison, and it gets you further away from the truth of who you are. So own your truth and understand that that's the key to everything. You're not going to get to everything you want by pretending. Especially this week, as we're heading into Lionsgate, it's very, very important to embody everything you're creating. Like, everything. So if you're creating your riches, your wealth, and you're really making that quantum shift into everything you want, this is the week to embody it. Dress like you plan to dress then. Talk the way you plan to talk then. Create the things you plan to create then. And really live from that future now, because that energy is always accessible to you. There is no actual separation between you and the life you're creating. Like, the truest way to become is to be. Like, becoming is that process of you learning how to be. Like, that's the only difference. Like, you get all those things because you learn to embody them, and then they attract to you, like we were talking about earlier. So understand that, yeah, you have access to all that now, and if you can make those decisions over and over and over again in the now, you'll close that gap between you and your desired future and outcomes, just like that. Like, you'll look up and you'll be in the middle of all your dream life, honestly. So yeah, definitely don't forget that, and continue to move in that knowing.